Today, I want to welcome everybody to another episode of Memories of Us. Today, we got Brad Apel, and he is the founder of Bikes for Bikes, Wishes for Bikes. Yes,
Mm. Wish for Wheels.
Wish for Wheels. I knew it was one of them. Sorry about that. I was like bikes, wheels, bikes, wheels. Yeah, because I was reading your website earlier, and
hmm
yeah, very interesting stuff. Today, Brad is here to tell us a little bit about his organization and what they're doing. So today, Brad, go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell
Well,
us about
great. Well, Tony, nice meeting you today, and thank you very much for having me on your show.
it.
Wish for Wheels, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, and our purpose is to give a brand new bike and helmet to a second grader in a low income Title I school and add well being to a kid's life. So that's our entire purpose. So we partner with companies. Those companies fund our bikes, then they assemble them through a team building, happy hour, client event, whatever they want to put on, we'll facilitate for them. And then we go to a Title I school, and every second grader in that entire school gets a brand new bike and a brand new helmet from that company and from Wish for Wheels. So a Title I school is 40% or higher free or reduced lunches.
Okay,
So
and
that gives us an idea as to who, where the kids are that can use, a little well-being.
now you guys are located in Denver, correct? Yes.
We're based out of Denver, but we go anywhere in the U.S. We've been to about 15 different states,
Wow.
and we do about 7,000 kids a year.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for your work that you're doing. How did
My
you get
pleasure.
into this?
I grew up riding bikes, and I grew up liking kids, and I really like bikes. So I, I that's kind of like my take on Fletch there. So I like bikes, I like kids, and I like bikes. So I grew up in a time where my parents would kick me out of the house and tell me not to come home till the street lights came on, and this is what I was doing and how things were working, and go find your friends and enjoy yourself. And I when I had kids, I realized I was a really terrible helicopter parent, following them around and driving them 2 blocks away and making sure that nothing happened to them. And then I realized that kids, especially my kids, weren't really interested in bikes. And then I started kind of looking into it, and I realized that even in lower income communities, they want to get a screen. They want to check out their parents. It's easier for all of us parents. Like, just put a kid in front of a screen, instead of engaging. And I wanted to add well being. Obesity's on the rise. Low income communities suffer from free or reduced lunches are very high in fat, very high in starch. They're not a healthy meal per se. And kids, and non-healthy stuff is somewhat cheaper too. So I wanted to add more well-being and add transportation and adventure that I had growing up into these kids' lives as well.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. That is good stuff right there. Now, with the Wishful Wills, what are some of the things that during the pandemic, what are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome doing
Mhm.
what you're doing right now? Has that affected you in any way?
Oh, tremendously. We were a team of 6, and now we're a team of me. So I had to let 5 people go off the team at Wish. All of our events basically dried up, and everything stopped for us in March. As soon as everything happened and schools were canceled, and now we have kind of we're a triangle. So our triangle is companies that fund, build, and give at the top of the triangle,
Mhm.
bike availability in the other corner of the triangle, kid availability in the other corner of the triangle. And none of those 3 corners were ever affected. Companies always want to do something, get involved. We offered a hands-on approach. I call it the double touch point. You are in-house with your friends and everybody, and your employees and clients and all of that. You're in-house, you're there. Then kids are always in school. They're a captive audience, right? They're at school. They can't not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then bike availability. We used to order 800 bikes on a Monday, and by Wednesday or Friday of the same week, we'd have 800 bikes back in our warehouse, and we could roll through that. And now all 3 of those corners are disrupted. So we're working through what we can. We have bikes in inventory. We kind of Hail Married this thing in March when this thing started. We bought the last 800 bikes Huffy had in their warehouse. We said we'll take them, and We have a really great partner with American Furniture Warehouse in Denver, in Westminster, actually, at their location. That's where our warehouse is, and we build bikes in there. And we've shifted from doing offsite events where we would go to a company's headquarters to now welcoming up to 10 people in our warehouse to build bikes and assemble bikes.
Okay.
So we've shifted where we can, and bike availability is very scarce right now. So we ordered 2,500 bikes in March, and we still haven't seen them yet.
Wow. Wow. That's that's big. That's huge. So
Yeah, it's a big change right now.
now you guys will be in Fort Collins this weekend, correct?
We're coming to Foothills Mall at 10 a.m. on Saturday. We have 250 bikes funded so far. We're looking to fund another 150, and the goal is to give every second grader in the Poudre Valley School District a brand new bike and helmet this fall. So we're about 250 in right now. Where we get to is, we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks, and next couple of days as well.
Yeah.
But we're going to build bikes at Foothills Mall this weekend. We're building at least 250 this Saturday.
Oh wow. Wow. That's wow. That is
It's
huge.
gonna be a lot of bikes. It'll be
Yes, it is.
it's a
Now
lot of bikes.
you guys have volunteers and people out there to help you and things like
We
that, or
do. If someone wants to come by and volunteer, we can always use an extra hand. One person can build about 5 to 10 bikes an hour. So, we have a bunch to go, and we'll need some help doing that. We'll need help cleaning up and throwing away trash and quality controlling bikes and then putting them in the storage. Foothills is super generous right now. We're not sure when we're able to deliver these right now because of coordination with the school district and accessing of the kids. So Foothills has agreed to store these, on site for us, indefinitely until we can start rolling these out to these schools that we're delivering to. So we're really excited about that. We're grateful for community partners like them, Bike for Collins, VeloFix, School of Rock, Vans, the shoe and apparel line will be out there. VF Corporation has funded bikes with us as well, who owns Vans. So we're really excited about coming out and being part of this community this Saturday.
right? Nice, nice. Now, are you guys worried about the smoke or anything like that? That's
Mm.
filling the air. You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
know that's a
still
lot.
up there. I haven't been there in a while, so I'm not too sure. I'm hoping it's not too bad this weekend and that the winds will change. Maybe they'll blow the other way.
That's what we're hoping for because right now the smoke is just really, really thick, and I've noticed some people out riding their bikes and everything, but not as much as it used to be. Um,
Right.
but yeah, but it's still not stopping people to stay active and stay healthy, and be part of what's going on in the world. And having the kids out is the big thing. Is a huge,
Yeah.
like you said, we live in a day of technology, and most kids don't even go outside. As where you mentioned before, I grew up in that era where, mom said, "Hey, when the sunlight comes up, you go outside." And I don't want to see you till the till the street lights come on. Don't let them beat you home.
Right, exactly, right? Be home by 6 or else you're not gonna, that's when dinner is.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't have to worry about it. My sister, she didn't really eat too much of my food because I just put her out.
Lucky,
But yeah,
lucky.
those
My food went to the dog if I wasn't home on time.
see my dog. Yeah, he's stolen a lot of my food when I was a child.
Yeah, but we loved him then. Now we're just laughing about it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no, it's now more than ever, I think kids really need that physical exercise, that out to be outside. Kids are now on screens up to 11 to 12 hours a day.
I know with the virtual training or schooling and everything, it's making it very hard. It's making it very
Yeah.
but I would love to see the kids be more active and have more bikes because you're right, there's a lot of communities that are affected and the kids don't have access to those bikes and everything and would love to have access to be outside playing with their friends. But now, as far as the guidelines and everything, are there certain guidelines that you're following, or during the whole coronavirus COVID-19 thing, that you want people to be aware of, or
Yeah, I mean, we'll be socially distanced this weekend. We'll ask that you have masks if you're approaching us and talking to us. We're following strict guidelines and rules when we're in our warehouse assembling bikes, loading bikes, and doing all of that work. We're wearing masks, we're checking temperatures, and just being aware of school districts rules as we're trying to show up and participate more in the schools and be there for them. So that's we're understanding that social distancing and masks are here to stay for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Now, how can people get a hold of you? Is there a website that people can go to, contact info that they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, wishforwheels.org. That's wish, FOR, wheels.org. And they can look online, they can make a donation, they can come to Foothills Mall this Saturday from 10 to 3 and fund, build, and give a bike. They can fund a bike. They can probably help us build a bike. If you're a high school student and you need, volunteer hours, go to wishforwheels.org, drop me an email. I'm Brad. I'm the only one on the website. Send us a note. We can help you with your volunteer hours as well. We'll need a lot of help. There's going to be 400 boxes to be broken down and thrown away, and other trash, and we want to make sure the area is cleaned up, and we want to keep the energy up and have an exciting time. And School of Rock is going to be there playing music because they have a live grand opening this weekend, and it's a great place to go and learn how to play music and be in a band. And so at Foothills, it'll be a gorgeous day on Saturday.
Yes, it's supposed to be very, very nice.
I
Wow.
hope so. I keep saying that. So let's make sure that it's true. But I think it's going to be like in the 80s, full sun, right?
Yes. Yes, it's supposed to be full sun out there and nice and beautiful. So, you know, with everything being said, I want to thank you for being a part of this. It
Yeah,
took
thank you.
a lot shorter than what I thought. You answered everything I didn't. Wow, man, I love your organization and what it does. I really do.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, and is if there's um anything that we can do to be able to help you, we would love to.
Yeah. Just promote wishforwheels.org. Let people know that we're looking to, get some bikes funded and built and given away. So encourage people to come and, you know, shout out on social media is great and whatever we can do to help. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Thank you again. Thank you again for being on my show.
All right. Thanks, Tony.
All right.